What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Rock is a Lady's Modesty. Finally got it down, this time with episode 3. Another good episode last week, just kind of focusing on the kind of school life. Wasn't too much music until we got to the end of the episode, so I think we'll be starting off with that here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Well, to be fair, I think if you're a bimbo, as the word is in Japanese, not sure you'll have too much access to a pair of drums, to be honest. I'm not sure about that. I've never sought it out myself. Maybe it's not that expensive to practice on like a rented set or something. They're an expensive piece of equipment, so I don't know about that. We got like it's like a loved one. It's like a picture of a loved one. That's her guitar. I get it though. I get it. To be fair, I get it. I've never done it myself. Fortunately, I've never been in a position where I've had to properly like give up something. I've never had to. I used to drink a lot and do a lot of drugs with my friends when we were like 18 or so, and it didn't like. And I used to smoke as well. Yeah, I used to just do a lot of stuff that was bad for me, and I've quit pretty much all of it. I don't. I drink every now and then, but really not often. But I don't do drugs or smoke anymore. And it wasn't too bad for me, to be honest with you, actually quitting that. Inevitably it did mean I saw my friends less and stuff because they were continuing to do it. So I guess I did have to give something up in that regard, but that's the only thing I can liken to this. I've never had to go up like a hobby or anything. Inevitably I did stop playing football and doing fitness and stuff when I was in that kind of place, and picking up football and such back up was quite a struggle initially. I was very unfit. But like I said, I've never really been in this position, so. The sweat. Really. This is the last time, is it? Oh, that sounded almost like that almost sounded like the One Piece movie. I think it's like the 5th or the 6th movie song, which I really like. A big reason I like that is because it's done by the same guy that directed the first Digimon movie. Even the songs sound very similar. It almost sounded like it was going to go into that. You dog. 'cause. Interesting subtitles. Even fun trips. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? What is worth giving up all of this? Your family, I guess, but I don't know. I think that is a big reason I did give up a lot of the things I spoke about a minute ago for my parents and my family, and obviously for me. Yeah. I think everyone goes to that stage of like figuring out what your life's for and such, and that was just like that was the conclusion I came to. It was for my family, for my parents, for yeah. I don't want to go any deeper. I want to get pretty deep. That nasty ass face. The golden sweats. Again, I wonder how many buckets of sweat we could have filled up already, let alone by the end of the season. It's intense, bro. And I get it as well. I've never really played any instruments to a high degree, but just the sheer amount of like inputs is insane. So I get it. The sweet endorphin. Mmm. Give me those sweet endorphins, baby. Good. This is what they call the zone, I think. Fucking hell. Intense start to this episode. Fuck me. But yeah, as I was just saying there, it's like when you're in the zone, it's kind of like gaming a little bit, but I think this is even more intense. I was just playing Borderlands 3, which I'm playing for the first time. I was a massive fan of the first two, and I didn't bother trying out a third one till now. And it's good, but yeah, it's like fighting a raid boss and that. It's like 10 minutes of sweating it out. Just got to pause just to. Fucking hell, we broke the fucking vase. But yeah, it's just like 10 minutes of just spamming, especially because I was using a weapon that you have to spam with. So just doing that is hard enough, let alone all this fucking. I will also I like this, but at some point, surely this is going to be unhealthy. Like, surely if these guys ever reach like the top and they're just like, you're still shit, where do you go from there? Where do you go? Like, will you ever be good in their eyes? Jesus. That's like the first time I've ever seen the C word used, although again questionable if she did use the C word considering the subs are taking a few liberties, but I don't mind that too much here. I think it captures their personalities quite well. So yeah, again, I like it when it's like it's in line with the character and such. and they change some of the subtitles. Sometimes it's a bit egregious, more often than not. I think like the subtitlist does a pretty good job here. Yes, please. Okay, that was awesome. Again, intense fucking start to this episode. So that is another thing people are gonna like about the show, isn't it? The lesbian element, I think. I think it's definitely there, isn't it? Me myself, it's not like I. Just to pause for a sec, it's not that it's an interesting one to talk about because again, there's a big kind of community for. I think it's Yuri. I could be totally wrong about the name, so apologies. But there's a big community for this type of stuff, girl on girl, woman on woman, anime especially. And I've seen in anime I've watched in the past. I think I might have mentioned this before. At them kind of, I've watched a few. I can't remember the names of it exactly. I think it might have been. I aired a few seasons ago, but they kind of baited people into thinking that it might be a kind of girls' love story, and it didn't end up being the case. I'm not someone that just because it is that, I'm not going to enjoy it just because there's like representation or whatever. Like it's good to see that kind of stuff, but I'll enjoy this if it's like a good relationship. Obviously, I like both these characters quite a bit, so I wouldn't mind it. But I'm not going to just like enjoy a genre of something just because it is that genre. Although I say that I'm a big fan of my horror, so I can even enjoy like. I think it's a bit different with horror movies because horror movies like they're so bad they're good and they're so good they're good. It's like you kind of get even if they're bad they're usually quite good. The worst thing you can be is boring in horror. So yeah, if it's bad it's good. If it's good it's good. But with this, it's just like I'm not going to enjoy it just because it is that genre and they didn't lie about it. I'm going to enjoy it if it's done well and if it's good. It's like, and I think there is again a certain community that will just enjoy it because it is there in any element. And I can't really get behind that. Like I said, I appreciate the inclusion and such, and whatever they appreciate just the inclusion of it for. But like I said, if it's done well, I'll enjoy it. And again, I think it's seemingly going to be done well here. We haven't really seen too much kind of romance as per se. I'm not really sure if it's under that genre, but yeah, it's one of those things. But it's not really like this, but when like ReZero was airing, people would just like post the fan service, and it's just like there's so much more to this than just like this one thing that you pick out of the whole show. It really annoyed me. But yeah, I feel like if they have a little bit of focus on that, I wouldn't mind at all. Again, if it's done well, I'll probably like it because I like both these characters, and I think they do fit together quite well actually. I'm not just going to like it because it's there. So I'm wondering if any of those two girls we see in the intro, the two others that seemingly joined the band, I wonder if any of them are vocalists. Yeah, you usually do see with drummers as well. Their hands are usually quite messed up, aren't they? And they would be like handling a bit of wood in your hands like that for a period of time. Quite intensive. It's like I play football and my feet aren't in the best condition because I use them a lot. Really. But I read this really strange fact about badminton the other week about how apparently the shuttlecock can reach, I think it was like 100 or 200 kilometers per hour or something stupid. I was just like, how? It doesn't ever feel like it goes that fast. Maybe that's at like its peak kind of speed, but even then that seemed just wrong to me, but apparently it was true. I used to play quite a bit of badminton in school. I was never really good at it, but I much prefer tennis. You're wrong about that. They love this shit. Any school anime loves a good athlete. My feet, especially right now, are not in a great condition. With it being summer and the ground being really hard. Oh, his English class again. Macduff. Macbeth. Macduff. No, that was a lot of fire in that. Yeah, they love it. I think. Well, I'm not. Again, it's not. I'm not sure because it's a fancy ass place, but in general, people love people being themselves and being genuine. Said that quaintly. Wow. Yeah, that one. That one might be a bit. Yeah, too far. Impressive fucking drawing though. Wow. She's good at everything. I suppose she's got to be. You know what? That's kind of true. They are both a little bit soggy right there, aren't they? Soggy and sweat. Do they just go straight back to school after that then in their sweaty outfits? A bit disgusting actually, isn't it? Has it? Do they know what she's using it for? Your allowance can just buy a super expensive pair of drums. Even if they're not expensive. Like the cheapest drums you can buy are probably still quite expensive for a normal person. Okay. Is it? Didn't know that. Why we got to bring the chalkboard here? Sorry, guys. It's just something that really gets under my skin a little bit. I know it's weird, but I really can't stand the sound or the feel, especially of chalk on a chalkboard. I know it's really strange, but it grates me. Yeah, like I said, who's gonna sing? Uta. I guess it's not really necessary, but you would you would expect the band to have a singer. Can your guitar not speak for itself? You know what? I think I'd almost prefer it if they don't have a singer. When you always think of a band, you usually always think of the main lead vocalist and singer, don't you? Like 99% of the time. So I'm actually quite good with there not being one. Oh, sorry guys. Now my hay fever's getting me. Fuji rock. Yeah, there's a slight issue with that, isn't there? Although, to be fair, would these people at this school have even heard of or watched that? If they did, are they not kind of uncouth themselves? So I guess there's not actually that big an issue with that. It's kind of like the whole guitar pick thing. They didn't even know what a guitar pick was if they saw it. Probably a good idea. It can be motivational, but I feel like it will end up becoming detrimentary. They keep doing that. But yeah, like I said, it's like the guitar pick. They didn't even know what a guitar pick was, so would they have heard of this festival and known that she played there? Probably not. Sorry guys, like I said, my hay fever's getting to me now. Joining the student council. With that factored in, it is even more like gaming, isn't it? The whole abuse. Not sure this is going to last very long though. Ah, dear. Yeah, not going to last very long. Like I said, though, I feel like at some point we've got to. I like it. I like that they kind of get each other, and they're being honest as well. I think, which is good. But again, inevitably, if they, like I said, if they do reach the top, will not just like if they do reach that festival, will they still keep hurling abuse at each other? And it's just like, oh, will I never get any better? I don't think these are the type of girls that will take it in that way. But some people could take it in a way like, oh well, might as well give up. Probably gonna skip the end just because my nose is starting to run. Apologies, guys. Um, you could. I'm already sniffling a bit, so yeah. Apologies. Try not to sniffle, but yeah. Okay, so here's our sister. This is probably why she didn't tell you guys. That's not my real sister. So I guess she actually really likes her actual sister. Oh, wait, what? Maybe I was wrong. She came out of the blue one day and broke into me and my father's house. Okay. So they're not siblings by blood. Okay. She's an intruder. I thought it might be a case of, oh, she liked the old version of her that didn't give up all these hobbies, but now she's not happy with her step sibling, I guess. It's not something I massively pay attention to, so apologies. We've not really had a major focus on it, the whole family situation as of yet. Yeah, it looks like her mum remarried or joined this pink haired girl's family. And she just became her older. Do you know what? It would be a little bit of a piss take just to have an older sibling out of nowhere, and just like the older sibling is usually one that looks after the younger one, is the one that is looked up upon and such, as we see here. So you would feel a little bit pissed off if you were in her situation, wouldn't you? But yeah, got to wrap it up quickly. As I said, my nose is starting to run. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Great episode today. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll see you guys next week with episode 4.